Hangun Kodimi to Ekolsimida. Hanguge Kalsu Itnin Kiwedi Jushi Tamyon Shilmang Shi Kuji and Ketsimida Kamsamida. It's your girl Gracie. I'm back again with the interview questions Q&A for GKS. I have up to, let me check, I have 45 questions and answers ready for you. Okay, and I will tell you how my interview process went. Okay? Okay. Interview question 1. Please introduce yourself. So guys, they already know a lot about you. They've seen your, not a lot anyways, they've seen your paper and they've seen, oh, your name is Grace. I know they don't want, so make it unique. Sell yourself. Guys, one tip I'll give you about the interview: sell yourself and be confident and look into their eyes. Don't be scared, be relaxed. Look into their eyes, speak to them like you're having a conversation with them. Don't be nervous. And once you enter for your interview, greet. Don't sit down until they ask you to sit down. Please respect yourself. Do not sit down until you're asked to sit down. During my interview, we had 2 Koreans and 2 Nigerians that were interviewing me. So guys, the first question I was actually asked was introduce yourself, because I heard from past GKS scholars that they asked them to introduce themselves in Korea, but they just told me introduce yourself. But I was the one that asked them. I told them, may I introduce myself in Korea, because I missed it together. Okay, I didn't write the Korean version for you, but I'll say it to you. Then I also I mix it with both Korea and English. And also they might ask you, okay, how would you describe yourself also? So it's a combination of both. You can divide it the way you want to. So when they asked me, introduce yourself. Then I said to them, may I introduce myself in Korea? And they said, go ahead. So I told them my name, like Chai Idimi Huidemeng Gracie, Edo, Nigeria, Wasimida. I just explained things to them in Korea, and from then I now went into the English aspect. So what I said to them in Korea basically was, my name is ... I'm from Nigeria, Edo State. I am ... years old. I studied computer science and engineering at Caritas University. And I told them, I didn't write this down, I didn't put this down, but I just wrote it down. I also told them that I've always been interested in the Korean culture, and I learned Korea for 4 months at the Korean Cultural Center. Then after I said all this in Korea, then I went to the English aspect. Then I started. I am a multifaceted innovator. I am competitive, creative, and I am a problem solver. I have been passionate and curious about technology since my childhood. Over the past few years, with the help of my family, teachers, and lecturers, I was able to explore my passion by learning about programming languages such as HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Python. I was able to use these skills to create a responsive fashion website, an e-commerce website, and attendance-based management system with face recognition using Python. During my 1-year mandatory service to my country, I worked for 4-Star Global Placement Services, and I was employed as their full staff to manage the company's website. Due to my ability to debug the issue that keeps reoccurring, over the past few years, I have been able to solve problems, and I feel like I'm part of an issue that is being made. Kamsamida. Thank them once you're done speaking. So guys, they asked me that. I'll tell you the other question they asked me, because if you prepare so much questions like this, so once other question comes to you, you won't you have difficulties saying bringing up your answers. Anyways, if you prepare your questions down like this and they ask you any other questions, it won't be so difficult for you to answer. So now, like I told you, how would you describe yourself? Yeah. Then they asked, number 3 question is, if you could change one thing about your personality, What would it be? This was what I prepared down. They didn't ask me this question anyway. I just prepared all this down. This will help you in case you asked any of these questions, especially for university track students. So you could say, I tend to see myself as an overachiever, and due to that, I go over the limit when I'm trying to get the work done. I hope to work more within my limits. Guys, use this as a guideline. Don't get my answers and give it to them word to word. Use your own answers. If you use my answers from my own heart and head, so this is just a guideline to help you. So get your answers from your own. I'm just telling you possible questions. I don't think there are possible questions that will come out, so you can get, and this is like a guideline to help you. Okay, why did you apply for this program? I applied for this program because of the strong opportunity it will give in order to serve as a key in realizing a reality I wish for myself. Okay, fifth, why should we consider you a strong applicant for this program? Because I'm goal-oriented, I tend to achieve what I set my mind on doing. Just like the King Sejong language class, I made sure I came out as the best graduating student, and I am an enthusiast of the Korean technology culture. So you see this from the heart. So make sure you say your own answer. This is just like an idea for you, like how you can compose your answers. Then number 6, have you been to Korea? What do you know about Korea? I said no. I know the word Korean is gotten from Goryeo, which means high and clear, and the Jeju Indian women who dive into the sea without any apparatus to get seafood. Then I'll talk about Hamburg, the Hallyu Wave, kimchi, K-drama, K-pop, Then tell us a little bit about the reason why Korea is separated. Which Korea was supported by Russia? And I just jotted something very short to say. After the Japanese lost the war, the United States and the Soviet Union decided to rule over Korea. The United States took the South, the Soviet Union took the North. But the United States and the Soviet Union couldn't come into an agreement. The North invaded South Korea to force them into one rule, but South Korea attacked back, and since then they have been separated. This is not like basically the full story, but this is, at least you have like an idea what happened. Then who did Russia supported? It's North Korea. What do you think about Korea? They appreciate culture and education very seriously. The example of their diligence and hard work is shown in their participation as an Asian tiger, where they were able to transform their economy in a matter of 3 decades with the use of excellent export policies. Okay, why do you want to study in Korea? Why not USA or England? So let me So I answered, the African culture and the Korean culture are similar. The references they give to their elders and seniors, just like Luna, Sambe, Sansanim, and I'll be much more comfortable in a society that feels like an extension of my own. What would you do for Korea? Making Korea a cosmopolitan state by making my Nigerian culture known and vice versa. How would you deal with loneliness? I'm a social person, and when I get there, I'll be able to make friends, new families, and integrate with the society. Loneliness is not an option. I might get homesick, but I'll be able to do video calls. How did you find out about the scholarship? Before my undergraduate degree, I was interested in the Korean Cultural Center, so I saw about the scholarship on their page. Have you applied for any scholarship? No. What are the universities you applied for, and what are the majors? Hayang University, Seogang University, and Kyungpook National University. And my major was computer science and engineering. Why did you choose these universities? First of all, for Seogang University, Sogang University is known as the center of youth and it overflows with vibrant energies. It's it provides first-hand experience to international students through various activities. There are over 4,000 foreign students from more than 80 countries studying in Sogang. And for Hayang University, I say according to the Korean Economic Daily, Hayang is ranked the second best engineering college in Korea. That's my school in Korea, and it established the nation's first engineering institute, Dongha Engineering Institute, in 1939. And guys, tip, apply to Hayang University Erica campus. My dear, you will love this school. You will so much love this school. Trust me, a lot of people do not apply to Hayang University Erica campus. A lot of GKS students go to the Seoul campus, but trust me, if you apply to Erica University, if you apply to Hayang University Erica campus, you will love it. The experience is breathtaking. The school is beautiful. The city, a lot of people are telling me, oh, don't go to Asan City. Asan is an hour and 15 minutes, I think, to Seoul. It's not so far from Seoul. And in Seoul, to the other universities that are like an hour, the universities in Seoul, like an hour to get to the main city, like to get to the middle of the city or so. It's also like, because Seoul is very big, there are schools that are far, like 1 hour to get to the main city. There are schools that are 1 hour apart from each other in Seoul. That's how big Seoul is. And also to get from Asan here, you can easily, it's not so hard, you can easily go to Seoul. And guess what? The school is building a train station in Erica campus. So from Erica campus, at 2025, from Erica campus to Seoul will be just 25 minutes. And the cost of living in Seoul is quite expensive. And once you're living in Asan City, it's not that expensive. And you can go to Seoul anytime you want and come back anytime you want using the train station. The school has shuttle buses to take you to the train station to use the shuttle buses are for free anyways, whereby you can go to the train station and use that station to go to Seoul. This school is, don't worry, I have videos I'm going to post on my channel. I'm going to post videos about my university. You will love it. Anyways, Kyungpook National University is the best South Korean national university according to the US News and World Report Best Global University Ranking. Also, its graduates have the highest employability according to QS World University Ranking. So why did you choose this major? I have always been passionate and curious about technology. I love learning new things and I'm constantly trying to figure out how things work. It's amazing how a bunch of codes could create something so beautiful. Amazon, Facebook, apps, games, etc. We're all created through coding. There is so much more to the programming world and I want to be part of an history being made. And the rate of women in engineering is low. I want to be a paragon role model to the females in engineering. So for this paragon, guys, let me tell you a story. What happened during my interview? Because this question, I was asked this question. Why? I was asked the question, why do I want to choose this major? Or why did I want to go to, why did I want to choose this major? I know I spoke about being a paragon to the female in engineering because of the rate and all. So one of the Korean interviewers asked me, what is a paragon? I said a role model. Then the Nigerian they asked me, I was like, do I know the meaning of a paragon? I was like, yeah, a paragon. You're like, oh no, you told me that. Do I know paragon of beauty? I was like, paragon of beauty. I was like, role model of beauty. No, I don't know about that. He was like, oh, I don't know paragon of beauty. I was like, oh, paragon can mean different things in different contexts. There's also paragon in mathematics. So guys, what I'm trying to say in essence is that they might ask you a question, pop a question from what you say, from like you might give an answer and they'll pick a question from there. So just be prepared and don't be scared, don't be nervous, don't be moved, because I was caught unaware because he was asking me, do I know paragon of beauty? I told him that paragon could mean different things in so many contexts. There is paragon in mathematics, so paragon of beauty might mean something else. So I told him that my own paragon, in my own context, I'm talking about a role model to the female in engineering. So guys, don't be so shocked when they ask you a question like from what you said and you're like, don't shake, like say it. Okay, what do you think about your academic achievement in the university? I consider myself opportune to have achieved certain feats in my academics. A fashion website, an e-commerce shopping website, attender-based face recognition system. I also demonstrated leadership and interpersonal skills in addition to my academic success. Through extracurricular participation in debate and group presentation, I was given an opportunity to use the programming language I learned like JavaScript, HTML, CSS, PHP, Java to create something, and I was able to create a fashion website, an e-commerce website. This proved difficult, but I strived. As a result, I was able to get an A for my project defense, which resulted with me graduating successfully with a second-class upper. What is your greatest achievement? So I used the STAR method, that situation, task, what you did, results you got. So that was how I was able to answer this question. I used the STAR method. But I saw an article about the STAR method, so I used it to like create my own answers. So I said what makes this my greatest achievement is that it doesn't just involve me, but people who I have spent my academic years with. And for me to be able to have done something that could have brought smile to their faces and relief to their hearts gave me joy. During my final year project, we were asked to do a collaborative task on solar, but we wanted to do our individual task because this would be an opportunity for us to test our skills and knowledge over the years. And everyone found it difficult to speak to our head of department and lecturers. I took the bold step and spoke to the head of our department and my lecturers, and I made them understood our point of view, and they saw reason and decided we go ahead. And seeing how my classmates were able to defend their individual work and how happy they were made this my greatest achievement. What did you do in the university? Any co-curricular activities? You could just tell them like what you did in university for something fun to tell them. Yeah, what you did in university. What award did you receive at the university? And my answer, one of the best assistant coordinators in sanctuary unit in the history of my university. Okay, explain about your degree, thesis, and paper. This is personal. I can't give it out. Talk about yours. Okay, what do you want to do with your degree? Check my personal statements or my future plan. Yeah, that's my answers. And I'm not telling them this. I'm not telling them. I'm telling you guys. When I say this is personal, I'm not talking to the interviewers. I'm going to tell them. I'm telling you, the viewers, that this is personal, and I'm telling you to check my personal statement because the answers are there. I don't need to type them because I typed this yesterday and it was a lot of work. So, and 25. What have you been doing since studying at the university? I have been working at Foster Global Placement Services, but most of my time have been at the Korean Cultural Center, and I was able to graduate as the best graduating student for King Sejong class. 26. What plans do you have after finishing your course? I plan to further my education by obtaining a master's degree in this field, and I'm going to find a company where I can practice my skills and impact the knowledge I learned. And during that period, I will start preparing for my own software company. 27. When you go back to your country, how do you see yourself in 3 to 4 years? I will be working towards being the CEO of Secret tech software company where I will help young programmers achieve their dreams. What kind of experience do you have concerning Korea, Korean culture, and Korean language? My experience was adventurous and exciting. I stumbled into a lot of things. It was unique to me because while studying the Korean language at the Korean Cultural Center, I noticed you don't always pronounce what you spell because of the batching rules. And you cannot separate the Korean language from the Korean culture while learning the language. I learned about the culture, their collective nature, the hierarchy, food, clothes. It was all an embodied experience as it is all intertwined. Sorry. How did you learn Korea? I attended the King Sejong class at the Korean Cultural Center. Before that, I learned on YouTube and I created a Telegram group of people learning Korea in other countries to enable us to help ourselves and share ideas. I also joined K Connect to learn about Korea too. You could also tell them how you learned Korea because everybody have their own different way on how they learned the Korean language. So, what will be the most difficult part of being in Korea? How will you overcome it? Being away from my family and overcoming through video call. How are you going to adjust your language barrier? I'm already actively solving that by learning the language. Are you sure you can do the 1-year language course before university? Of course. I enjoy learning the Korean language and that's why I came out as the best graduating student. I won't let go of this opportunity because I'll be learning the language. I won't be learning the language alone, but also the culture. Give a positive thing and a negative thing about Korea. Positive thing would be how friendly Koreans are, both physically and online, and negative would be Afrobeats. They are not familiar with Afrobeat and I plan on changing that. What will you do if you get homesick? Make a video call. How do you deal with conflict? Ignore and in violent situation report to the right authorities. What have Korea done for your country? In a school called Tutuwada, a Korean company Ionda donated a computer room to the school. What would you do if you misunderstood someone and think you're being attacked? I will try to leave the situation immediately before it degenerates. If someone makes inappropriate comments about you, how would you react to it? Tell them it's inappropriate. Explain why you think it's inappropriate. If they don't understand, I will ignore. If you have an exam on the same day when your mother is very sick, would you write the exams or go stay with your mother? I will get someone or a neighbor to stay with her because my exams won't take the whole day. But if I must make a choice, I will stay with my mom because I can't bring her back if anything should go wrong, but I can always retake my exams. By providing examples, convince me that you can adapt to a wide variety of people, situations, and environment. These questions was asked to me, but not exactly like this, but this was what they were talking about. Okay? So my answer, I was born and I grew up in the north, Abuja, but I went to the east, Enugu for my university and I was able to integrate, and make friends I can call family today. I studied in the engineering faculty, which is notorious for its large percentage of boys over girls. I became a leader in a Pentecostal church, whereas I was born and I am an active member of an Orthodox church. I have attended a conversion to a state I have never been to. Accommodation was not made for us and I have to adapt and make do with a makeshift sleeping space. Are you emotionally prepared for this? If I had been asked this question 2 years ago, I would have said no. But the situation that I have faced have strengthened me to be able to say yes. What is your strength and weakness? One thing I consider to be my weakness is the fact that I always look out for people around me and want to make sure that they utilize their full potential. But then I also consider this to be my strength because as much as winning gives me joy, there is a greater joy when I win alongside my peers and friends. This reminds me of a situation that happened during my final year project in the university. Then that's my story. You can tell them your own story. So if you're being asked a question about your strengths and weakness, guys, make sure your weakness and strength are intertwined. Make sure your strength is improve on that weakness. I don't know how to put it. Just make sure, make sure if your weakness is like you eat too much, make sure your strength is that you follow a strict meal plan. So like I don't understand. So just make sure I don't know how to put this anyways. Just make sure that your strengths and weakness are intertwined. You have a weakness, but your strength is the work you're putting in to improve that weakness. Just make sure they are being intertwined also. So okay, is there anything else about you like to say? This was the last stuff I said. Like this was the last stuff they asked me. I said it in Korea. But first of all, would you give up? I said giving up is not an option. A lot of people are relying on me and I'm a focused person. What would you do when you're not awarded a scholarship? I'm a person who do not fail to plan. I will focus on my King Sejong class and try again. And maybe by then I would have gotten a topic 3 and I will not need to attend the 1-year language program. But anyways, during my time, they asked me, is there anything else about you would like to say? And I said this to them from my heart. Ibon GKS Unshihan Manun Jiwonja Gande Mionjobu Busulit Ninkiwedi Jusoso Chung Malcolm Zamida Manhak Chega Unjang Hakumi Padgets with Amion Hanguk Munwa Tehan Jishigu Kugo Munwa de Ton Hapanin Saputi Ke Palja Kume Takakanin Kun Kori me to a Kolsimida Hanguge Kalsu Itnin Kiwedi Jushi Tamyon Shilmang Shi Kuji and Ketsimida Kamsamida. So that is what I said for the last part. So guys, I'm going to tell you questions I was asked that I wasn't expecting. So the man read my personal statement. They asked me questions for my personal statement. So guys, that's why I'm telling you, make sure your personal statement comes from your heart, because questions will be asked from your personal statement. So he asked me about my mom's occupation and what she does. Then he said that there are other companies, bigger companies like Google, Microsoft, and other places. So why don't I go and work for them? Why am I applying for this scholarship? He asked me that question too. And he also told me that what guarantee can I give to them that if I get this degree, I won't use it for something bad, because my course had to do with the computer and stuff, and there are so many fraudulent activities online. So what guarantee can I give to them that I won't go follow the bad path? And I made him understand that there are people that they are bad. In this life there's bad and good. There are people who are bad and there are people who are good. And I explained to him, sorry. So basically this is just like a guideline to help you, just in case because this actually helped me, because some questions popped up from here. Just in case you're being asked questions out of the blues, you won't be dumbfounded, and don't be scared. Like, you could take your time. Don't take too much time. If you're trying to make sure you construct your answers quickly in your head. If you're trying to construct the answer, you can tell them, so if you don't understand, tell him that, oh, sorry, I don't understand, can you come again? You ask him to come again, but you're using that period to buy time to construct your answers in your head. Then you can answer. Then he also asked me a question. Yeah. Okay, he also asked me a question that in my department, because he said that I applied to Kyompok National University, that do I know any professor there and what is the professor's name. So make sure, that's why I keep telling you, make sure you do your research. If you contact professors, of course you will know their name, and you could tell him about the professor's name. So if you ask that question, don't just go and say, oh no, I don't know. It means you're not serious, you don't want to go to that school. Make sure you know your department, make sure you know your professors. Then I think one of the questions one of the Nigerian person asked me was that I say there are not so many women in engineering in Nigeria. So he told me that there are not so many women in engineering in Nigeria. That how sure am I there are not so many women in engineering in Nigeria? I was like, worldwide, the rate of women in engineering is low, because women in engineering, once they get married, once they have kids, they withdraw. They don't continue again in their field and all. So I just explained things to him. So they can ask you a question that even if it feels intimidating, don't be intimidated. Just make sure you relax, construct your answers, and answer. And guys, I'm someone who talk very fast, but that period I was like a snail. I was so slow. I didn't speak fast. But do you know that I felt that I was really slow because I practiced. And one of the Koreans there was like, chon choni, like take it slowly, but like can you please take it slow so I can understand you? And I'm someone who talk fast. And to me, I felt I was so slow because I practice and I practice and I practice. And the rest could understand me perfectly well, but he was like, I think he was not like he wasn't getting it so quick. So for him, so when he told me the first time, so don't make them repeat the same thing. When he told me the first time, then I made sure I was extremely slow. I was like, okay, I wanted to study in Korea because I took it very slow. So just make sure you take to corrections and don't be nervous, be relaxed. Look at them as people you discuss with. Don't look at them as people that are intimidating. If you get intimidated, you lose your cool. So guys, that's it for this video. If you have any other questions, you could ask me. I don't know if I touched everything because I've been stressed out lately and I have not had time to make these videos, but since people were asking, I decided to make this video and post it to help people. So guys, don't forget, the number one key point is do your research, guys. It's really important. Do your research. Make sure your documents. Some people say they don't like applying to embassy track because they pick people that no, they don't. My set for the quarter for Nigeria was 6 for embassy track. Then I think for university track was 11. Not I think it was 11. Then for Nigeria was 6. And guys, the people they picked from the embassy track, I was the only one who attended the Korean Cultural Center. The rest were in other states. They didn't attend Korean Cultural Center, like they're not even affiliated with the Korean Cultural Center, but your personal statement is important. Follow the rule. There are guidelines. Once the guidelines are released, like the application form is released, there are guidelines for you to follow. Follow the rules. You see there for you to label your documents. Label them. Where you're meant to sign, sign. If you have any question, guys, you can leave it in the comment section. I will answer you. Make sure you follow the rules. The Korean Cultural Center is clear. They are transparent. Follow the rules and you will get an opportunity. And once and again, on the second key point that is very important, get a professor. Then guys, I told you that I'm going to leave like, I did not create I didn't for the professor. Okay. And guys, for the professor, once you want to contact the professor, like I told you, research and look for your department. The subject will be, you can put your own subject, but this was my own subject. I will be honored if you will grant me the opportunity to study for my master's degree under your supervision. Then you put, dear professor, the professor's name. My name is dash dash dash. I'm from Nigeria. I have a bachelor degree in computer science and engineering from Caritas University. I got a CGPA of dash 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 on a 5-point scale. I was able to build a responsive e-commerce and fashion website when I went for my student industrial work experience scheme. In my 400 level, I was able to learn about HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and I got an A for my defense. I defended on blockchain during my seminar defense. I also got an A, and doing my project with the help of my supervisor in college, I created a face recognition attendance-based system using Python. I got another A. Currently, I'm working for a student recruitment travel agency as their data entry specialist, which is one of my major reasons I really want to study under your supervision, because I want to do what I love, which is software development, but I'm not doing that now because of the less opportunities in my country. Looking through your experience and publication, I see how you have completed so much. Then you explain this to you explain what you see in the publication, what you love. And then you now say, I'll be applying for the Korean government scholarship to major in computer science and engineering in February this year, and I really want you to supervise me. I hope you send me a reply. I'll be patiently waiting for you. Below is an attachment of my transcript, CV, and recommendation letter from school. Thank you. So you send it to them and let them see it, and whatever publication they have made, you could let them know what's interested you in it. So you can let them know what's got your interest and speak to them. So that's why I was telling you guys, you have to read, you have to like research on your professors, you have to know what they have done for you to like speak to them. So anyways, it's already getting pretty late, and that's it for this video. So make sure you like, you subscribe, you comment in the comment section, and turn on that post notification bell. I have so many videos for you about my school. I have so many vlogs, so many videos about my school, so you can see how beautiful my school is. You can see, you will love it. There are so many things you need to see. So don't forget, Ayang University Erica campus. I'm giving you this tip. I'm not supposed to, like, people will not fool this school, but guys, this school is really, like, I need to share what I've seen, what I love. The school is beautiful. The way they treat international students is so wonderful. You will love it when you come to this video. So when you come to this school, okay, I went to turn on the light. So guys, that is it for this video. Okay, like I said, I'll be posting a lot of videos about life in Korea, about my university, about the city. So guys, people were advising me not to come to Asan City, but trust me, it's not bad. It's beautiful. It's lovely. You can go anywhere, anytime you like. It's easy. The school makes things so easy for us. Anyways, from now on, I'll be posting a lot of videos about my life in Korea, things you need to know about my school, anything you need to know, what my school looks like, how beautiful it is, how accommodating, how welcoming it is. So that's it for my video, K-lovers. Okay? So, as you always know, sarang, gay. I love you guys. Mwah.
I'm a West Coast mafia now. Pull me up. You ain't ready for me, homie. I roll them up. We keep rolling on these homies. Clap, clap. You know I'm ready, a super fan. I don't smoke weed, but I smoke niggas.